if you want to go to a place, I like to go to I like to go to mountains, or I like to go to beach.
Right.
They are your objective. What we spoke about so far was the objectives.
Okay.
Whether I go by plane or whether I go by car or modes of transport.
Right.
Atmos, stereo, surround sound are all technology platforms
Okay.
on which the media is given to me, and I need to reproduce those medias.
Okay.
But the fundamental purpose is what we discussed first.
Okay.
Right.
So these are methodologies.
These are all delivery modes. These are all platforms on which they are delivered.
Okay.
Right?
So for a consumer to understand, I mean, which are the most prominent platforms which you take in as an audio engineer and process and figure out what to reproduce?
Yeah.
And how does someone differentiate between one or another?
So stereo, for example, is still a very predominant concept in home theater, right? In music, right? So to reproduce music, many people prefer stereo, although talks are being, people are trying to produce material for enjoying music in an immersive experience in a surround setup. That is, we are not there yet, but we are moving towards that. So stereo is about fooling both your ears into thinking that there is a sound stage is in front of you, correct? And how that happens is because in nature, both your ears are not hearing the same thing. There is a slight difference in what both your ears are picking up.
Right.
And it is your brain that is combining the two different sounds.
Okay.
To let you know which side the sound is coming from.
Okay.
And taking it even deep, given the distortions of sound, how far it is coming from. Your brain is able to process those distortions and tell you how far the sound is coming from. So you as an individual have a lot of complex processing capability.
Okay.
And stereo is about fooling you into thinking that there is a musical stage in front of you with various instrument plays in front of you. So that is stereo.
Okay.
It's a fundamental concept. It's 2 tracks, 1 track for one speaker, another track for another speaker. Done. And it's in the hands of the studio engineers how the sound stage is created. Okay. Surround sound is exactly the same.
Okay.
Except that the stage is not in front of you. You're in the middle of the stage and the director creates the sound stage around you. Right?
Right. Okay.
Now, the old surround sound like 5.1 was just an extension of stereo.
Oh.
2-channel stereo.
Okay.
1 for each speaker. And in the old days, 5.1 means there are 5 tracks of sound.
Okay.
And 1 subwoofer track coming in your DVD discs.
Got it.
It was fixed. And it is very, if you know the job of a sound engineer, it is very hard to create good immersive experience with that platform for reasons which we will not get into today. So Atmos came in and it changed the scheme completely, right? Okay. So Atmos, what they did is there is no track per speaker.
Okay.
Right. So Atmos changed it saying, hey, at any point in time, there is the sound at any point in time consists of multiple objects. Each object is a sound of its own.
Okay.
And the relative position of the object is encoded, and the AV receiver that we will talk about later at your home will use that specifications of that object and position the sound in the right space.
Okay.
In your home theater setup and recreate it dynamically. And that
again, you're leveraging on the brain's processing itself?
Again, yeah, because we are creating the sound stage, right?
Okay.
Just that now the studio engineer is much more flexible to create a more realistic, immersive sound stage. So the technology enables that. So the studio engineer has a lot more flexibility to create a very realistic and immersive sound stage than what was possible with the fixed track format that existed prior to that.